chose Faithbridge as our foster care agency for two reasons. One was they're a Christian agency, and two is they have this community of care model, which is different than any other agency we'd heard about before, which is really, it's a circle of support that goes around the foster family. So you can be involved in foster care, but you don't have to be a foster family. You can be a babysitter, you can be a driver, you can bring meals, and just really help support that foster family that has the foster kids in their house and support them in that way. So that was really what drew us to Faithbridge.
One of the ways that God grew my heart through this in a way that I never would have imagined is actually caring for the birth parents of our foster children. Easter came and we had 3 little boys living with us, and we had known the birth mother a little bit, and we had just really met the birth father, and we invited them to come to our house for Easter. And at first my husband was a little concerned because these were children in state care. They were foster children. That means that their birth family does not know who we are. They may know our first names, but they don't know our last names. They don't know where we live. In most situations, they have a record, or there's obviously some other reason why the children have been removed.
And in my case in particular, I was quite apprehensive about letting them know where we lived. They had a history of drug use, and we didn't know them that well at all. And that Janet was ready to do that step sooner than I was ready to do that step. I didn't get into foster care to help the biological parents, but God grew my heart in that area in terms of inviting them into our home and getting to know them and coming alongside of them as well and supporting them in their, as we've transitioned the kids back to them, we've been able to support them in that area as well. In our experience, the most rewarding thing that's come about for us as foster parents and watching the birth parents has really been our foster kids' biological dad. We were at when they first came into care, it really looked like Dad was going to disappear and not be involved in their lives, and to watch where he is today, 2 years later, has been really an amazing experience for us.
The thing that Richie would say changed him is I had taken some pictures and given them to Mom, and I made some copies for Dad as well, and I just gave them pictures of the kids so they could have pictures while they were separated from their children. And the boys were laughing and had smiles on their faces. And in front of the judge, Richie had said, "I've never seen my boys be this happy." And from there, he made a decision that he was going to be clean, and he had not been clean in 20 years, since he was a teenager. And he has become super dad. It is amazing to watch him. He loves his boys. He works hard to take care of his boys, and actually right now the 3 boys are placed with their father as their primary caretaker, and he is doing it by himself.
So Faithbridge has been a support to us in supporting our biological parents, just from the fact of opening up their community of care to us and to the biological parents, supplying things like bunk beds, clothing, double strollers, some of those real basic necessities that they just didn't have as a family, and they needed to make it.